Someone else changing your flat tire for you is usually the go-to option. Roadside service, a friend, one of your parents, anyone that isn't you. But if you do spring a leak, swapping wheels isn't as scary as you might think. Here's a step-by-step guide to change a tire. 1. Pull over safely, preferably to a hard flat surface, like the emergency lane or a clearing well off the road. Set the park brake and activate your hazard lights. Concrete, asphalt or hard-packed gravel is an important element, as this will stop your car's jack from sinking into the ground. If the offending tire is traffic side of the car, ensure you park somewhere safe to suit. 2. Find your spare wheel, which may just be a space saver. You may need to move contents from the boot of your car if the spare is under the boot floor. In some cases, the spare is located under the rear of the car, or there isn't one at all. Check your car's owner's manual if in doubt. If there's no spare, call roadside assistance. 3. Locate the jack, the device used to lift the car slightly off the ground, and the tools to remove the wheel, a spanner or wheel brace. Again, your car's owner's manual will detail step-by-step instructions, including the car's recommended jacking points. 4. Use the spanner or wheel brace to loosen your wheel nuts slightly before jacking the car, as they can be very tight. You may need to use considerable force, your body weight, to crack them, and the weight of the car will stop the wheel from rotating. 5. Before jacking the car, chock the diagonally opposite wheel with something solid to prevent the car moving. This is crucial. Once secure, jack the corner of the car nearest to the punctured wheel so that the wheel is just high enough to be removed. Entirely remove the wheel nuts and set them aside, then remove the flat wheel from the car. 6. Fit the spare, noting some wheel stud patterns are not symmetrical. Use your knees to help lift it or get below the wheel, not the car. Some cars are equipped with a space saver spare. It's smaller, narrower than the car's other wheels, but will get you to somewhere you can have the original wheel repaired. Note: many space saver wheels can only be used temporarily and a maximum speed up to 80 km an hour. 7. Start to fasten the wheel nuts finger tight. Once the wheel is centered in its place, tighten the wheel nuts with the wheel brace. Note: you will not be able to finish tightening them until the car is back on the ground. 8. Lower the jack slowly until the wheel is resting on the ground, but no further. The weight on the wheel will now allow you to completely tighten the wheel nuts without the jacked wheel spinning. 9. Tighten the wheel nuts in the sequence recommended in the owner's manual to ensure the wheel doesn't wobble. Usually, this means tightening one wheel nut, missing one, then tightening the next until all the wheel nuts are done up nice and tight. 10. Lower the jack completely and place the punctured wheel, jack, tools, and anything else you've removed from the car securely back in its place. Continue your journey, being sure to have the flat tire repaired or replaced as soon as you can.